This is Dr. Tracy Diner, and I'm going to go over a little bit of science before we have the fun part of looking at our jewelry. My background is I have been a wellness doctor, keeping people well for over 25 years in cutting-edge technology, and I've been teaching the 3 pillars of health: physical, chemical, and emotional health. And if you maintain those pillars of health, you generally have a healthy person. Your electric health has been ignored, and now I'm saying that this is our 4th pillar of health that needs to be addressed. Have any of you heard of electrical magnetic fields? I'm sure that many of you have. They're called EMFs. You don't see them, taste them, touch them, or smell them, but they are emitted everywhere around you. You are living in a sea of EMFs at this point, whether it's your cell phone, Wi-Fi, routers, smart meters, cell towers, satellites, laptops, microwave ovens, even baby monitors, and Bluetooth. Let's look at what's changed in our world. In 2003, we had about 900 cell towers. You can see those small little purple dots on the map. And in 2018, you can see there are about 215,000 cell towers. Most of the map is covered. And where the areas are red and yellow, that's higher concentrations. Looking at today and now, you can see that our entire world is blanketed with electrical magnetic fields. There is no getting away from our exposure to these EMFs. Recently now we have 5G, and 5G is about 20 times stronger than 4G, and its frequency is added on top of 4G. So you have 2 frequencies of electrical magnetic fields now out there bombarding our body. On top of, we have about 20,000 satellites at this point pointing at Earth. So as I say, we are living in a sea of electrical magnetic fields. Well, why do we care? What does that matter? Well, our bodies are electric. Our brain, our heart, our muscles, we have our atoms and our electrons, we have our mitochondria, we have our cell membranes, our calcium channels. All of these use an electrical component, and they are very susceptible to these electrical magnetic fields that are around us. So think about it. What happens when our heart stops? What do? They take an electric paddle, a defibrillator, and they charge that heart electrically back to life. How do we measure brain function? EEGs, electroencephalograms. So we decide whether our brain is alive or not by the electrical currents that we can measure in our brain. Same thing with the muscles. We use electrical conductivity to determine muscle strength. So we are electric. What are some of the harmful effects to your health? Well, you may feel nothing, or you may feel headaches, brain fog, even insomnia, chronic fatigues and low energy. It could be balance problems or heart palpitations. The World Health Organization has deemed electromagnetic fields from cell phones as a class 2B possible carcinogen, very much like lead. Recently, the brain tumors are the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in children 0 to 14. So it is also extremely important that you be aware that your children not use these devices when they don't have to. I mean, we're not taking their cell phones away from them or their laptops, but how they use them, we might be able to do, or limit the amount of time that they're on their computers or their laptops or holding these cell phones. And in 2015, there was a survey that showed 75% of 4-year-old children own their own cell device or tablet. Children's heads and bone absorb much more than adults because their cranium, their bones are soft, and so are their bone marrow. And they're absorbing 2 to 3 times the amount of electrical magnetic fields in their brain and about 10 times the electrical magnetic fields in their bone marrow. So what can you do to minimize your exposure? Distance is your friend with EMFs. Don't put a phone directly up to your head or even on your body. Don't keep your phone by your bedside. Put your router where you are not, like in a hallway or garage or guest room. Don't put a laptop directly on your lap. And remove your smart meter. They ping bursts of electrical magnetic fields regularly. Ask for a digital meter from your electric company. Do put your phone on airplane mode at night if your phone is near you, or better yet, use a digital clock. Use wired internet. Use earbuds that don't conduct electrical energy to your brain. And wear Magnetude jewelry to counteract the harmful effects at the cellular level from electromagnetic fields.